What's up there, fellow YouTubers? This is Chris from the ANOMALIES channel. I don't know about you guys, but I had a good Thanksgiving. I hope everybody and their family had a good and safe Thanksgiving. It was pretty good, and my motto is if you haven't gained at least 3 to 4 pounds after Thanksgiving, you haven't had a good Thanksgiving. But anyway, I decided to do this video, and I waited a few days to do it. This is on Olympus Mons. I had this. I'm almost positive I did this part of this picture in a video, and I was going to do the right half. I had it like sliced in half. This is a rather big file, so my computer. This I'm on my small machine, and this compared to what most people use on this to do videos, believe me, this is nothing. But it's convenient, so I'm using it. But anyway, it's a big file, so if it lags a little bit, you'll understand why. But anyway, I did this, and now I know you guys. Some of these guys will laugh when I say there's like cars or anything like that. This particular area I'm going to show you, I swear to you, it seemed like this was nothing but a freeway. And I've talked about in my other video, I got the 3-part series on Mount Shop, and the third one showing tunnels, and it looks like there's vehicles in these tunnels. Well, this one here will show you the same thing. In fact, it looks like you can see vehicles, and I'm going to use the term vehicles, but it looks like you can see a car pretty darn well too. And of course, they really doctored this thing up. I mean, anytime you see anything, I'd like to use the term either painted or cartooned, because that's what it looks like. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but some of these pictures, man, are just outrageous. But anyway, let me show you the picture I'm talking about. This is it right here. Now, this thing is loaded with stuff in this picture. Like I said, I'm going to look again through my videos. I don't have very many. I only got like 55, but I've only been on here for like 2.5 months. So, and I've got, I got a lot of subscribers, and it's really not about the numbers to me. It's about, which I'm thankful for you guys, because you guys want to know the truth just like me. But it's not, again, it's not about the numbers. It's about people wanting to know. Is it the truth? Is it wrong? Is it right? What are they hiding from? Or are they hiding anything? I like to take pictures and flip them around and try to find the real truth. Like an example is the one I've got on the spaceship on the dark side of the moon. I don't believe that's a spaceship, and I actually analyze the thing and I show you. So I'm looking for the truth. I'm not trying to make something up. I'm looking for the truth. And anybody who knows my videos knows what I do. I don't usually look for the obvious. I look for the non-obvious. I look for things that are hidden. And this is no... I mean, look, come on. Look at this picture. If that doesn't look like the biggest, fakest piece of crap I've ever seen in my life, I can fly above this if I could. Let's say this was in our regular deserts here on Earth. I could take a standard iPhone and take a better picture than that. Come on. But right off the bat, this is a dead giveaway. Because, I mean, it looks like somebody poured, like, super glue all over the ground. I mean, come on. Look at this. Just blotch, blotch, blotch. I mean, come on. It's crazy. But there's a lot going on in here. I'm almost positive, like I said, I did something on this half over here and something over here. But believe it or not, guys, this is like this one big metropolitan area freeway, call it what you want. And I'm going to show you this part. This is the part I'm going to be concentrating on right here. Okay? And it looks like just mountain ridge kind of things, and you're absolutely right. If you looked at it, I wouldn't be none the wiser unless you stopped and analyzed this thing. Now, a couple of people have done this recently. I think even my buddy over at, his real name's Christian, but he goes by Chris as well as, like, my name is Chris. But he's got, his channel is the Olympus Sky, and he's touched on this area before at one time, too. Several people have done this, but as far as most recently, you can check out his too. He actually has some pretty good videos showing how, you could be a NASA liar. He's got a video on that, and it's pretty wild how he shows how he literally takes these 3 boulders and just, they're gone. I mean, and it could very well be one of the kind of manipulations that they're using. And if you're looking for other good, videos, you can check out my other buddy, Will, over there, What's Up in the Sky 37. I like to give these guys some love because here's the thing. It doesn't matter how we bring these anomalies out. It's like a collective. We're just kind of trying to say, look, guys, look at different ways of finding these anomalies, and you'll find them. Bottom line is, we're finding these anomalies just to show people what's really going on. Some videos, that other people make, and I'm not talking about Olympus Guys or Wills. I'm talking about other people. They show this huge pixelation on the screen and say, look at all the people in buildings. I'm going, yeah, whatever. So I can understand people's doubts and stuff like that, but I try to make it, show every little aspect or angle and make these things pop so you guys can see these things. So, okay. So like I said, I'm concentrating on this area right here. And I mean, look at the way this color runs. I mean, come on. You could just see this is faked out. Look at this. Like I said, it looks like this like super glue like ran down this hill or something. But believe it or not, I mean, look how fake this looks. Look at this. Come on. That doesn't even look like real ground. You know why? Because it's not. There's actually stuff in here. There's stuff all over this picture. Now, I'm going to check it out. I'm going to see if I got that in the video. And if I do, I'll put it in the link just so you guys can check out this part too. But I don't know if you guys can see anything at all in here, because I'm going to do this part over here as well as just touch on this real quick over here. So I don't know if you guys see anything in that right there at all. And again, it looks like just mountain ridge, and you'd be correct. Okay. So let me jump out of that. Let me jump. This is where you can find it. This is from the ESA. European Space Agency. This is where you can find it. And there's other ones too here. But this is here's a perspective view of eastern scarp of Olympus Mons looking southwest. And, it's 7.669, meg. So it's a little over 7.5. It's a rather large file. I mean, and here's the wild part. I don't know if you guys ever ran into this, but every time I go to do like a video on certain like this particular picture, it'll say it has to be converted because this other colored mode or something has been added to it. I went, imagine that. I wonder why they'd do that. Now I don't know if anybody else is. You guys can tell me yay or nay whether you've ever ran into that, but mine says to convert. Like it says another color scheme has been used in this picture. Huh. So makes you wonder. Anyway, let me jump into mine. And this is what I did. I kind of just cropped it out. So you guys can check this out. But it is, like I said, it is rather dragging still. And you'll see this in a minute. But that's fine, because it's still going to tell the bottom line is what this stuff is. But let me click over here real quick. I want to show you guys one more thing. This is what I thought was really odd. Now, some people said, well, it could be a city, could be this, could be that. I'm seeing this right here. Look on the upper right here. You can see these weird lines. Now, all this green stuff here is crap. All of this stuff is crap. Whatever you see over here is just absolute garbage. It's just been put on. But just look at this 90-degree angles, these weird shapes. See them all? Now, here's the thing. I'm thinking, now this is just a guess. I'm not saying you got to believe this. This is like a top to some kind of underground. Like, in other words, there's things that travel under this. And as crazy and as silly as that sounds, you're going to see in a minute why maybe that's not so silly. Because I believe there's actually highways and freeways that run underneath this. And I think when they had their major catastrophic event, this may have been the reason why these look like caved-in tunnels. And you're going to see what I'm talking about. It looks like if you could picture, I don't know, you could see through the ground. Let's just pick any quick tunnel, Jersey, the New York to the Jersey tunnel. Picture if it wasn't so deep, because obviously it goes underwater, but let's say it was just ground above it. And you could peel away that ground and then go to the actual outer, or the actual top of the tunnel. Chances are it's panels, whether it be concrete, steel, call it what you want. It's been put in there in sections and whatever. So that's what the first thing I thought of when I seen these things. And I'm saying, and then when I went to this side over here, I went, wow, you have got to be kidding me. So I don't know if you guys can see anything in that. Can you see anything in that picture at all? If you can't, here's a wild part, guys. If you want to, during this video, like I said, I tell people this. Right there on your QWERTY keyboard, you got the control button, which is, just to the right of your space bar. You got the CTRL or control button. You can hold that down and then hold the plus or minus to focus, to zoom in or out. And that's the plus or minus is right there after the 0 at the top of your QWERTY keyboard. So you can hit the control, keep that depressed, and then hit your plus, and you can really zoom in onto some of these while you're watching the video. Or if you've got the zoom feature, or the magnifying feature rather, you can use that. Because I use, on this particular machine, I've got Windows 7 Ultimate rather. So you can use it to magnify, stop the video, and magnify in certain parts of this. And you'll see what I'm talking about, especially when I get to the part where I show you what's really in this area. So again, this is cropped out. And like I said, I saw this here, but this is what I moved over to here and I was like, wow, I was kind of blown away. Right here in the middle of this looks like a car. Now, before you guys go, oh, there he goes again, he just flipped out and lost it. No. What I'm trying to show you is it looks like a tunnel has been busted apart from the top. And picture if you had this catastrophic thing go on, there's earthquakes and whatever else going on, and let's say this just a busy tunnel, and all of a sudden all of this stuff starts to fall in from the ceiling. What's going to happen? There's going to be a huge accident underground. It's going to be this chain reaction car wreck, so to speak. And that's what looks like it happened here. It looks like This little car, and I'm going to show you this a lot clearer, and you're going to be like, yeah, we'll see what you think. It looks like it got rear-ended from behind and it got picked up, but the front end's down and there's another car in front of it. And I kind of flip it on the other side too, so you guys can see the other side of this to try to see the wheel well and the tire and all this other crap. But they look like vehicles. Let's just be safe with that. And even if you don't believe that these are, that's fine. I don't lose sleep at night if you don't, you do or you don't, because it's, bottom line is I want your comments anyway, and you tell me your opinions and think, what you think. But you're going to go away saying, man, this does look like a caved-in tunnel. Okay, so again, this is lagging, and don't worry about that because, like I said, bottom line is you'll see this pretty clearly when it's done. And the reason why, so first of all, I just equalized. Okay, and you can see stuff's a little bit sharper, just with more color. Now, I usually blur it up a little bit because anytime I use that, sometimes it'll get a hair bit grainy, and you want to just kind of smooth it out a little bit. This is where the magic starts to happen. Let me take all the color out of this picture. Okay, now watch this. And it starts to get a little bit clearer, and you start to see things, and you just go, what is that? I was kind of blown away by it. Now, I'm going to equalize a little bit more to make the darkers dark, and the light will be a little bit lighter. But let's just see what happens. Now, can you guys see anything in this picture right in this area right here in the middle? Okay. Watch this. Let me jump in here. Okay. Look at the top here. Like this is like, see this line running here? There's one running here. It's almost like the individual tunnels running parallel with each other. Look at the way this looks like it's caved in. See it? It's like, and then it's still a part of the tunnel here. Then it's all caved in right here. Here's where it looks like the car sitting right here. Get a little drink of something here. Got an itch in my throat. But you can see it right here. It looks like parts of tunnels. Like it's like if I walk. Well, let's go backwards here a little bit. Yeah, this thing is slow. But anyway, see it like there's nothing here. It's just, but you see these like little squares like we saw up at the top right of this picture. It's almost like this is the part of the tunnel, and then it starts to fall in. You can actually see like squares, like it started to fall in right here, right here. It's like it's been right here. You can just see squares that have been taken out, and it looks like it's actually above all of this down here. So whatever it was caved in. Look right here. You can just see right here, and then here's the edge of it. It's still there. It's still solid. All right here, but it looks like it's got depth. Like you can see inside it. Like you're looking down into this tunnel. Right here. This is where it looks like the car, and it looks like the front end slammed into another one down here. And as crazy as that sounds, I don't know, guys. I mean, it really isn't. I'm going to get a little closer, and you can actually see this tunnel a little bit more. See it right here? Here's another part of the tunnel. But this is what it looks like right here. And you can see the wheel well right here. Body of it goes here, and then, of course, that tunnel part is right here. But it looks like it's basically slammed into the back of this one. You just see the wheel well, just the very tip of it, and then right here. You'll see that a little bit better when I invert this. But this looks like a part of the overhang of the tunnel. But it looks like there's some kind of windows or something in this vehicle here. This looks like it might have been some kind of little convertible type thing. I don't know what it was, but you can see the rear end of it. Right here, the wheel. And you can just look at it right down in here. Here's the opening of this tunnel, and there's something sitting right down in this one. You can see what looks like windows right there. See that? I'm going to try to get in a little bit closer, but I might blur it up a little bit too much. But let's just see what happens. Okay. Now, you guys can, like if I pause this, take your magnifier out or look at it yourself. But you can see where this looks like the top of the ground, and this is where it's all been blown to pieces, like it all fell in. You can see something right here, like a backside window, another window right here. It looks like some kind of vehicle sitting inside here, another one, and they're run all the way in here. Just back out just a hair. Let me see what we got here. See how like it just doesn't make any sense. Like it's just squared off. It has these weird sections like just blown out of it, or just fell in. Call it what you want. Let me see here. Let me see. See, like right here, it's got like these weird supports. You can actually see it come here, here. It's almost like there was some kind of support holding this thing up. Because like if you look right here, there's like this part looks like it's still there. This looked like it was there, or this is just part of this other car. I can't tell because this doesn't look like the same color as this. So this may be like the roof of this other car. And of course they try to blur it out because here's something else that's blurred out right there. And then you can see right here like more sections taken out of this. Look at this. Overhanging. It's like this. It's like this. The structure itself has caved in. Let me go up to here. There was something else that was up here. It looked like a couple vehicles laying around up here too. Like this one up here. I don't know if you guys can see this. It's way at the top of the picture here, but there's something right here. You see something. It's whatever it is. It's got two of. It's on. You can see the end of it, and it goes to here. It looks like it's got like a wheel well or something right there. Like maybe a side one, this weird space-looking thing, or it's just a piece of machinery. I don't know, but it's not ground. You can see it's not ground. It looks like a side of a car right here. Look at side window, and it looks like either these old 1971 Camaros with the split bumper in the front. Of course, you can't see that, or an old Shelby kind of fastback. But it looks like the side window is sloped down in the back end. It looks like a wheel well sitting right here. One you could just barely see right here. Now, guys, the reason why I say these look like cars is because I'm relating to everyday things I see here on Earth. And if you look at them, if you look at your own vehicle, you see bumper, or the side of the car, bumper, it goes up over a wheel well, goes the length of the body, and another wheel well. Okay. What about these here? I'm looking at this one here. It looks like a side of a car. It looks like the front would be here. Here's the very front in the corner of the car, like the passenger. The driver's side. Look at up, comes back down, goes over, another hump right here. And look, you can see the back of it, and then, of course, it's blurred out right here, so I don't know if it's wreckage and it's into something else. I don't know. Let me back out just a little bit. You guys, I don't know if that's just too blurry. But you can see it right there. And there's another white one down here. Looks like it's got something right here, like a wheel well or something. You can actually see it comes up, goes around. And it looks like it's got something around. Again, I'm relating to this what I see here on Earth. So even if they're not, let's say, like, again, you guys could totally disagree with what I'm saying as far as these being vehicles, but they sure do look like vehicles to me. Now, you don't know if this has been turned over in this. I don't know what this is right here. But this one here looks like it's on top of this tunneling system or something. I don't know. There's something right here. It's got this weird shape to it that's inside this tunnel. I don't know. It's just crazy things all over this. But to me, if I had to guess 1,000%, or say 10 is the, I'm saying it's 100%, that's what it is. I'm saying this is a strong 8 on this being a car. Am I wrong? Good possibility. But like I said, let me do this here. We can get this all in a frame. But like I said, I just looked at this and I'm going, this is actually caved in. Look at it. It's just different chunks and sections missing out of whatever this is. And you can see depth like you can actually see inside there. Okay, so I'm going to do a little blur again. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to invert it. And I'm going to show you right here in the middle of the screen. Let's try to put a dead center right in the middle here if we can. Or pretty close to it. No, that's not close to it. Okay, let's slide over here a bit more. Okay, just so nobody gets lost in this and they can see exactly where this is. Now I'm going to invert this. Keep an eye on right here where I say this is the wheel well and this is the body. See that, like the body line right here? And then, of course, this is hidden behind this part of the tunnel top. But watch this. Okay. You can still see the arch right there, and you can see what looks like the wheel. Now watch this. I'm going to darken it up a little bit so we can see this a little bit better. Now see, like it looks like the back end of the car? It looks like a wheel, and you can faintly see what looks like a wheel there. Body goes down, and of course it's hidden behind the rest of this top of this tunnel. But you can see, look, it looked like some kind of, I'm going to use the term convertible or some kind of thing with no roof. And then you can see right here where it looks like there's the other car. Kind of goes back. See on the back side of it? Looks like it's got almost like a squared off wheel well kind of thing. And you can see it looks like a wheel under it. And then it's got the body line, and it goes up like this right here. What's crazy about it, looks like there's something on top of it. Because there's one, and then there's another here. Watch this. When I put it back to normal, you can see wheel well, and then you can't make out if there's something else laying here, or if that's just part of the body, because it looks like maybe this would be like part of the windshield and then a side window. I don't know. It looks like they've all slammed into each other in this tunnel. And like I said, guys, I could be wrong, but I think as far as the tunnel-wise, I think we can agree on that, the way this is just pulled apart. I mean, but see right here, it's like you can just see, like you just see that wheel real faintly, but it's there. Okay? And you can see what looks like the other one sitting right here in front of it. There was another one here. There's something else in here. There's something right here. Looks like it's kind of, might be steel or something like that, but it's hard to tell. Let me see if I can find these others up here. All right. Okay. This is where the other two were. And you can still see it looks like a wheel well here. And then there's something back here. There's something in here. There's no doubt. Look at it. There's some kind of, looks like a body of a vehicle. Now, again, I could be wrong, but Now this is where I say the other vehicle is, right here. See it? It's like pot here, and there's something else back here. But this is the one right here, and you can just see it to me, just clean. I mean, it's just like this would be the front end, and there's the other one right here. You can actually see that it actually body line come up. Now I don't know if this is the roof of it or this is the roof, and this thing just rolled over on the. I don't know, but it doesn't look like a rock. Let's just put it that way. I think we can agree on that. It doesn't look like a standard rock just laying around. And like I said, when you do this, let's do this instead. Let's darken it up a little bit too. You can just see it. I mean, there's like 1, 2, and you can still see the body line to this, whatever this is laying right here. It looks like this. See, it looks like it comes up and it goes around as like a wheel or some kind of weird object sitting there. I don't know. But to me, this kind of blew my mind because I'm saying to myself, what is this stuff? I mean, it looks like a tunnel. Now the tunnel part, I'm going to say it looks like almost like a 10, meaning absolute sure. Is it one? That's where you guys come in. I don't know. I just don't know. It surely looks like one to me. And believe it or not, this is not the only section that shows this stuff. Like I said, if you go back to my mount shop, not what you think it is, and I show other things that look like little vehicles or weird kind of stuff in tunnels there too. So is it a surprise? No. Like I said, let me do this. I'm going to invert this again. Like I said, we can look at this. This one looks like a vehicle, I call it. It looks like a vehicle. And like I said, it stops right here. It just might, like something else might have rear-ended this one, picked the ass end of this one up, and then the actual nose is still down there, and it slammed into this one. I don't know. I'm just using guesses here as far as what could have happened. But as far as what these are, I don't know, guys. I'm really saying, man, these are vehicles in a tunnel system. Am I wrong? Sure, there's a good possibility I'm wrong. There's a 50-50 shot I'm wrong. But to me, I don't know, man. I'm looking at this here, and I just see caved-in tunnels. I see supports. See all right here? There's like one that goes across. See it? This goes completely across. And then there's some here. There's one coming out from this end. Some here. And it's like it goes all the way down into this area. There's something right in here, too. I don't know if you guys can see this. There's like all these weird... Like, oh, let me see if I can take this out. See if I can figure out what this is in here. Some kind of weird things up in here, too. See? There's like these weird shapes. And you can't make out what this stuff is, but it doesn't look like it's... It doesn't look like just simple rock. Let's put it that way. That's not what I want in here. Let's do this. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Right here. All right. Let's move it in. Okay. You see there's something here. I mean, you can't really make out what this stuff is here, so... I kind of understand, but see how like these weird, like this would be the top of this roofing or this, whatever this is, above these tunnels? At first glance, you think, well, you know, maybe they're cities. No, I don't think that's what it is. I really don't think so. It really looks like a top of some kind of tunneling system or some kind of cover. I call it what you want. But to me, you know, like I said, you guys can give me your opinion on this. I just thought this really struck, you know, I mean, I've seen this picture a while back, and I had it queued up to do this, and I just, somehow I put it aside, or I just got off of it, I forget what it was, and I decided, hey, you know what, this time I'm going to do this thing, and let you guys take a look at it and tell me what you think. You know, and here's the thing, I believe, and this is only my opinion, that there's modern anomalies on this planet. I don't know if I didn't show you guys these. Like, these are just these weird little things hiding in these holes of this tunnel or whatever they are. But look at right here. There's something right here with this weird double hump thing going on. But this looks like a side window and something right there. Again, inside this tunnel. This one right here. Where did that one go? Right here. Like, you can see like something's either, it looks like a window of some sort. I don't know if this thing rolled over in the tunnel or if it's just what that is. But that's not a rock. I think we can agree on that. It doesn't matter what I say it is. We can agree it's not a rock. And it looks like it's, like I said, see this weird line? It's like a separation. It's almost like there's like this freeway or tunneling system that runs parallel with each other, you know, just running in a row. And like I said, you can see like parts of the tunnel's caved in and some of it's not. Let me see. Like I said, if I go back a little bit here, you can see where it doesn't look like it's caved in at all. It just looks like part of the ground and nothing more. See it? Nothing there. It looks fine. Then all of a sudden it just starts to come in, it starts to break up. Man, this thing is really lagging on me, but hopefully it won't be too bad on you. Okay. See right here, it just starts to, like right here it's not bad, and then it just breaks apart in small sections, and it really falls apart up here. I just think that's just strange. I mean, like I said, I'm going to let you guys tell me what you guys think of it. And like I said, that doesn't look something natural. It really doesn't. It doesn't. I'm looking right here. I'm just seeing sections and parts caved in and just like really come apart. Like this is part of the roof of it, and then it caves in again over here, and you can just see what looks like vehicles all in this tunnel. It's really odd. Like this, like I said, that looks like a car. All right, watch this. Let me see if I've done this one here. Let me see. Let's bring that back. I'm going to invert that one more time. And we're going to keep an eye on right in this area. This is where I said looked like two little side windows. Okay, let's see if we can pull that out. See if we can even see that at all. A little hard to because the way it was so dark that now it's so light. But you can see something's in there. It's just got some shape, but you really can't make it out. But you can see right here, like you can see there's just sections missing out of this. Like just chunks or sections missing out of something that was constructed. Okay, let's jump back into this. Now, I'm going to leave this like this for a second. You guys can pause it if you want. Use the magnifier and check this stuff out yourself. I did it myself, and you'd be amazed what's in this picture. So, yeah, use your magnifying tool if you can. In fact, I'm going to back out, so it won't be, when you guys magnify, it won't be too bad. Okay. And you can pause it right here. And then look at all of these weird things inside and around this tunneling area, and you're just going to be like, yeah, I don't know what this stuff is, even if you don't agree. But as far as the tunnel-wise, I think we can agree on that. At least, like I said, we'll see what you guys say. But I believe there's cars in there, some kind of vehicles. They don't have to be a car as we know right here on Earth. But, yeah, I mean, they look a lot. The similarities are just, like, unreal. So, there's some stuff back here you guys might want to eyeball. Back in here. See it? Just these weird things all over the place that just in the ground. Like, either buried in the ground or something. They're just there. And this is the actual picture, and you can understand why, if this is truly real, and I do use the word if it's real, then you can understand why they'd hide it. I mean, this is the actual picture. And you can see why there's just really no detail at all. You can see it now because you've been aware of it, or we've looked at it closer and took all the color and garbage out of it. But if we didn't do that, you'd be none the wiser. It just looks like a ridge on a mountain. So, anyway, guys, hey, I figured I'd throw that at you, and let you guys analyze it. Let me know what you think. I'll leave the link to it as always, because I like to leave the links. This way you guys can personally check this stuff out yourself. That's the bottom line for my channel. I just want you guys to analyze this thing, check it out for yourself. And it's not to say, hey guys, I want you to analyze it yourself so you can agree with me. No, I want you to see things for yourself, make your own decisions, and tell me what you come up with. Maybe you'll see something totally different I didn't even see. And this is how we pull the stuff apart, and this is how we find the truth. At least that's the way I look at it. So with that, I hope you guys are having a great weekend. And if you're not, well, I hope you do. Because I'm just kicking back a little bit. Figured I'd make a video for you guys and throw it up there on YouTube for you guys. So anyway, thanks for watching as always. And I will see you next pick.